Welcome to Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, a unique and special environment in college football. This crowd coming together to make up the 12th man, trying to make it very difficult for any opponent. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Longhorns will kick this away to get us going. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
I'll tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And, Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And even Isaiah Spiller, good tough blend of toughness and speed.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Here comes the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Reverse. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands. I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Will he score here? They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Handoff here from the shotgun. Football comes out. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
1st and goal, handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. And they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. But the last time out, Texas made just enough plays, and that was a painful loss Aggie fans have not forgotten.
Well, it was a game that really got away from them late. They played well enough to win that football game, but you got to give Texas the credit for pulling it out. We'll see if that can continue today for the Longhorns.
Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Rivalry born in 1894, Fred, but all the twists and turns, the different conferences since then, so much has changed, but the Aggies and the Longhorns always seem to deliver.
Well, it's just so much fun to be able to see these teams playing and hopefully playing every year for many, many years to come because it's one of the great rivalries in the sport.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, that is impressive run here by this back. Not only to be able to pick up those big yards, but what I love to see is the mental toughness. This guy put the ball on the ground the last time he had it. The coach doesn't shy away from getting the ball very next time out, and he delivers with a big gain.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Makes a quick grab. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. The Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the 1st down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the 1st down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice 1st down.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. On the ground, it's Contreras. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the 1st down. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Ball handed off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Toss play. Back heads to his right. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And return decides to signal fair catch. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll run it here. Breaking free at the 35. Moving right through the contact. You're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter.
Texas A&M 14, Texas 7.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that 1st down marker.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
Okay,
The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. He'll hand it off. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And now to try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Takes the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Well, Kirk, how sweet is it to have the Aggies and Longhorns back together? Realignment has cost us a lot of traditions in the sport, but this one, it's brought back together.
Yeah, thank goodness you have a chance to see these teams on the field together. We've missed the rivalry. It's so much fun and one of the great historical rivalries in this sport.
Caught behind the line. It's Contreras. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. He'll hand it off. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. The shotgun handoff here. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. A quick juke. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Good misdirection play right here. A lot of coordinators around the country like to throw that play in there just to kind of keep the defense guessing.
Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. In the clear at the 25. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for second and goal. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path to run him downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Fights off a defender. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
Here's the point after attempt.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
PHC is good. They still trail, though.
That makes the score.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. The back's got it. Gets some space around the 30. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Game moves into the 35. 1st down again. They'll feed the back again. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid game. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the 1st half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick it deep to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show in a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
And here's the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Silva. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
It's a toss to the left side. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Here comes the point after attempt. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 16 sets a kickoff.
Here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They're going to run it here. Tackle, but first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place. They gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's a shotgun run call. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. The defense is going to sit back and make it easy on the quarterback. Hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Can he get there on the ground? Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
1st and 10 play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. Touchdown, A&M. That puts them on top in the second half.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they get set now to try the PAT. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick off.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This offense is rolling at the moment. It's 1st down and 10. Ball handed off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their 1st timeout. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball. That puts him over 150 yards today. Kirk, we knew he was going to be a focus coming in, but he has backed up the hype and then some.
Yeah, he sure has, Chris. I mean, all year long, he's been a dynamic playmaker. I'd argue one of the top in the entire country. And now in a rivalry game to be able to do this, boy, it says a lot about him.
Longhorns looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And the tailback's got it again. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They make the stop just short of the mark where it's going to be fourth down and inches. The Longhorns will look to convert here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Toss play to the outside. And that run produces a decent gain. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They're going to run it. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Longhorns come to the line in a hurry-up. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Second down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Kicking team on now for the extra point.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a 1st down.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Breaks loose at the 40. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Oh, here comes the reverse. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Keeping it on the ground here. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Okay, ready?
Defense bracing for the run against this heavy formation.
Moves.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Aggies. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
PAT is up and good. You lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. offense takes the field. So it's going to come down to this, Kirk. Can this offense execute when it matters most?
Chris, it's a rivalry game. It's a 2-minute drill. You work on this all year, especially this week. They've emphasized it. Now you get your opportunity. And don't forget about the defense out there. If they can get these guys off the field, they can secure a victory.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Testing the right side here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down. Longhorns will crank up the tempo. And there's the handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. They'll ride the back again here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's first and 10. They'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. In a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival. Get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. it.